Hi, everyone. How are you? I wanted to talk today about, most of us have been home for a few weeks now. And although some people are still going to work, a lot of us are home and not on a regular schedule. So we're either working from home and doing our best to make that happen, or maybe we're dealing with children and the new reality of homeschooling. And and some of the people I've talked to have just said, I really don't have anything to do, and they're actually bored. So there are different scenarios that people are going through right now. One thing I do know is that this is an unprecedented time, something that hasn't happened before in our lives, and hopefully it never happens again. And so I was thinking to myself, if I knew that this scenario was coming up, what would I have planned for? Because it's not a vacation. If I had a vacation, I would fill my time up with all kinds of activities and things to do. And then when I got home from my vacation, I'd be ready for a vacation from my vacation because I'd be so tired. But this isn't a vacation because even if you are working, we all have more time. We're not going out to restaurants and parties and getting together with people and shopping and doing all the things that take up so much of our time. So we all have extra time right now. And in that time at home, the question is, who do you want to be when this is all over? And we know that life may not be the same. It's most likely not going to be the same. And hopefully, we don't have to go through this again. And in life not being the same, ideally, things are going to get better in a lot of ways. We've learned some new technologies and ways of doing things that may be more efficient. And the planet is definitely happy right now. There's less cars on the road, less waste, less plastic, less consumerism. And so the planet's getting to take a big breath and do some much needed healing as well. So knowing that life is not going to be the same and that we have more time, downtime right now, I like to think about this as beginning with the end in mind. So I'm looking at what's this going to be like at the end and using that idea to shape my time, my day, my weeks right now. We've all heard the saying, work harder, not smarter. And I'd like to tweak that for right now during this time, work harder and smarter. So we have more time to get things done. And we need to be really smart about how we're approaching things and being open to the changes because life is going to be shifted forever. So it's not work harder or smarter, not work smarter, not harder. It's actually both because we've got extra energy that we can dedicate to answering that question, who do you want to be when this is all over? And another thing that's really shaping me right now is the activities that we focus on now are going to define the way our lives and our businesses and our families are when this is all over. So the word I'm thinking of at this point is intentional. I'm inviting us and myself to be intentional about the time and the efforts that we have right now. It's the perfect time to be our best selves. And that could be a challenge because we can have added anxiety and stress and concerns that we haven't had before. We all know what they are: unemployment, finances, businesses closing, opportunities that were there are disappearing. But I say that there's other opportunities here, and the first place that we can start to find those opportunities and create those opportunities is within ourselves. So it's the perfect time to be our best selves, and it's the perfect opportunity to upgrade ourselves. So I've come up with some questions that I've been asking myself, and I wanted to share those with you. I hope that they're helpful to you, and you can either think about these just in your mind, because one of the things we also have extra time for right now is rest and reflection. Our lives are so busy that we often don't have time for rest. And I know for myself, my body in the last couple of weeks has been really craving rest, especially on the weekends, when I'm giving myself time to do that. So taking naps and chilling out and walks in nature. And then when we rest, it gives us more time for reflection. So however you reflect, meditate, stillness, walking in nature, journaling, this is a really good time to ask these questions to yourself. And I've been asking them to myself as well. So I'm going to share these with you. The first question is, what do I want to accomplish during this time of being sheltered in place? And so I've written down goals for myself of what I want to accomplish. And I look at those daily so that I keep myself focused in my lane of beginning with the end in mind and knowing what I'd like to accomplish. The next one is, this is a great one. When this is over and I look back, what will I be most proud of? And I'll share some of that with you. There's two things that I will be most proud of when this is over, based on the trajectory I've had the last few weeks and where I'm continuing to go. Is one is I've showed up from a place of love and kindness and service by reaching out to my friends and family and my clients and asking them, how are you? You know, how's your family doing? And what can I do to assist you right now? And if you're watching this and I haven't reached out to you yet, please reach out to me and let's have a conversation. I'd love to connect and know how you're doing. And people have taken me up on that offer. And I have been able to do some things for people to help them out during this time of change. And some people are just really happy and grateful that I reached out to connect. So that's one thing that I will be most proud of, is the way that I approach this time with my friends and family and my clients from a place of love and connection. And connection is, we always need that, and we especially need that now. And the other thing that I will be proud of when I look back at the end of this and just look back and see is that I've accomplished some things that I've been putting off. And some of those are little things. Some are bigger projects for my business or for my home. And I'll tell you that I know that the time and energy it takes to complete these projects is way less than all the time I spent procrastinating or thinking or worrying about the things that I hadn't gotten done. So it's just been nice to cross those off my list and get those off my plate. And it's given me a sense of self-discipline and a sense of accomplishment. So those are the two things that I'd be most proud of. And if you'd like to share in the comments what you're going to be most proud of when this is over, please, I would love to hear what those are. Another great question to ask yourself is, what was required of me during this time? So who did I need to become? What skills did I need to strengthen within myself? What new skills did I need to learn in order to make it through this time? Did you have to learn new technology, maybe patience, stillness, new ways to run your business or your life? You know, homeschooling, I hear from a lot of people, is a big deal right now, and it can be a source of strain, and it also can be a way to connect with your kids and learn how to help them more in their education. So what was required of me during this time? And the last question is, who did I become? So we don't know who we've become yet, because this isn't over, and hopefully it will be soon. It's a question to ask each day, though, as you're moving through this. Who am I going to become in this. And you can work on, and I've been working on skills for myself, like structure and having a schedule, because nobody's, looking over me, looking at the time clock and saying, are you working? Are you making phone calls? Are you doing the things that you really need to be doing that are the most important right now? So I feel like I'm becoming really in touch with what are the most important things in my personal life and in my business right now. And as much as there are a lot of sad things happening now, there are some beautiful opportunities that are coming to the surface for all of us. And I would like to see, each and every one of us make the most of these opportunities and the bright lights in the shadows of what's happening right now. So thank you for watching. Again, begin with the end in mind, and that will help you be intentional in the moment, in the day, in the week, in the month. And I hold a high intention that we all come out of this being our best selves. Be well and have a great day.